Days of Our Lives for the Thursday, April 17th and Friday, April 18th, 2025. Long-buried secrets will come to light, alliances will shatter, and relationships will be tested like never before. Thursday's episode begins on a seemingly hopeful note, with Maggie bursting with excitement as she shares a letter with her daughter, Sarah. Her face is lit with joy, suggesting that this message carries good news, perhaps something about the future, a family reconciliation, or even a business opportunity. But in Salem, happiness never lasts for long. Just as Maggie dares to feel optimistic, that moment is shattered by a fury that has been brewing in Xander for some time. His anger is directed at Vivian, and while the exact details aren't yet confirmed, it's clear she has done something unforgivable in his eyes. The tension between them explodes, and the fallout threatens to consume everyone around them. Some believe Maggie might try to shift the blame to Kate, but the truth appears more complex. Rumors suggest Philip may have known all along that the letter in question was a fraud, which changes everything. If he was complicit in a deception that gave Maggie false hope, the damage to their already fragile trust could be permanent. Secrets weigh heavily on everyone elsewhere in Salem. Secrets are becoming unbearable burdens. Stephanie finds herself torn. She confides in Kayla, desperate for guidance. It appears Sarah is pressuring Stephanie to keep quiet about Philip's deception, but Stephanie is nearing her breaking point. Viewers can expect a powerful and emotional moment between Stephanie and Kayla as this moral dilemma reaches a boiling point. Meanwhile, Alex is struggling with the secret he's holding for Philip. It's eating away at him, and he can no longer bottle up his resentment. During a confrontation at the bar, Alex lets loose on Philip, and the confrontation is anything but civil. As emotions spill over, fists may fly or harsh words may be exchanged, marking a serious fracture in the already tense Kiriakis family. Stephanie later stumbles upon Alex in the town square, and her face registers absolute shock. What does she see? Has something happened to Alex? Or has he discovered something new and devastating? Whatever it is, it's bound to send ripples through Salem's already stormy waters. A desperate search and a dangerous enemy. Not all the drama is confined to Salem. Across the globe, Marlena and Steve are in Estonia, still hunting for answers about John Black's whereabouts. Time is running out, and Steve is losing hope. He fears they've done everything they can. But Marlena's heart refuses to give up. Her love for John keeps her going, and she won't leave until she finds him. Their journey is made all the more dangerous by the shadow of Orpheus, who continues to lurk as a threat. The battle between good and evil escalates, and viewers should prepare for a tense, action-packed sequence as Marlena and Steve face their worst fears. The question is, will they find John before it's too late? Friday's firestorm, truths come crashing down. The week ends with a dramatic climax on Friday, April 18th. Xander and Philip face off in a brutal confrontation, and finally the truth is laid bare. Every lie, every act of betrayal comes to light in an explosive scene that promises to leave lasting scars. But while Philip may be exposed, Sarah's own role in the deception might still be safe, at least for now. However, secrets never stay buried in Salem. If Sarah was involved in covering up Philip's misdeeds, or worse, if she helped orchestrate them, it's only a matter of time before the truth comes out, and the consequences will be severe. As if that weren't enough, Rafe and Sammy share another emotional conversation, one that seems to hint at rekindled feelings. Rafe finally opens up to her, dropping his guard, and the two move dangerously close to something more than just friendship. But nothing is private in this town. Their moment is witnessed by Javi, who may not be able to keep what he sought to himself. Expect serious consequences when this secret surfaces, especially if Javi decides to weaponize what he knows. Trouble with the law and in love. Sean and JJ are stepping into dangerous waters as they confront Melinda Trask. They issue a stern warning, likely about her role in Kristen's legal situation or her shady involvement in EJ's attempted murder case. The tension is high, and with Kristen in custody, anything Melinda does next could determine the future of multiple characters. Gabby, meanwhile, finds herself in a vicious spat with Vivian. The two women have always had a rocky relationship, but now it's boiling over. Gabby seems to suspect Vivian had a hand in Stefan's disappearance, and she's not wrong. Fans know that Vivian forged divorce papers and orchestrated Stefan's kidnapping. With so much history and pain between them, this fight could lead to more than just harsh words. Final thoughts. This week's episodes of Days of Our Lives offer everything longtime fans crave. Betrayal, emotional turmoil, dramatic confrontations, and the unshakable bonds of family and love put to the ultimate test. The fallout from these secrets and lies will echo for weeks to come, reshaping relationships and challenging loyalties in the most dramatic ways possible. Whether you're a die-hard fan or someone who just loves a good soap opera twist, this week's episodes promise to be unforgettable. Get ready, because in Salem, the truth never stays hidden for long. Next, Days of Our Lives. Secrets, suspicions, and shattered trust, Sammy and Kate's explosive showdown over who shot EJ. Welcome back, Days of Our Lives fans. If you thought the drama in Salem couldn't get more intense, think again. In a recent emotional and sharply confrontational episode, two of Salem's most fiery women, Sammy and Kate, locked horns in a tension-filled conversation that peeled back layers of family guilt, buried secrets, and dangerous suspicions. At the center of their clash? The still unsolved mystery surrounding the shocking shooting of E.J. DiMera. As the episode opens, we find Kate Roberts nursing a drink in a quiet corner of a dimly lit bar. Her phone call to Lucas, her ever-troubled son, starts with a smirk and ends with a cryptic reassurance: "You can come out of hiding now. EJ's in a coma." Then, almost as if dismissing the gravity of the situation, Kate lets out a laugh and casually denies pulling the trigger. Her nonchalance only raises more questions than it answers. Before Kate can even finish her drink, Sammy Brady enters the scene. The atmosphere grows icy almost instantly. Despite the effort to make the interaction seem casual, the tension between Sammy and her stepmother is impossible to miss. Sammy makes a few sharp comments about Lucas, still visibly uncomfortable about his past actions and his complicated connection to her. But then she changes the subject, pointing out how things between Kate and Roman seem to be going surprisingly well. In classic Sammy fashion, she doesn't let the conversation stay civil for long. Jabs are exchanged, veiled in faux politeness. Sammy jokes, only half seriously, about what would happen if Kate ever broke her father's heart. "I'd kill you," she says with a smile. Kate raises an eyebrow and fires back, "Only if I didn't kill you first." It's the kind of exchange only these two volatile women could have, oscillating between affection and animosity in a heartbeat. But it's what comes next that truly begins to unravel the emotional core of the scene. Kate brings up Johnny, Sammy's son, and the devastating conversation she and Roman had with him. She admits they regret how they had to explain the truth about his conception. It's a painful subject, one that still stings. But Sammy, for once, doesn't lash out. She assures Kate that she isn't angry about it, not anymore. In fact, her absence from dinner wasn't an act of protest. She was simply busy with Rafe. That name alone is enough to light a fuse in Kate's mind. As Sammy casually explains that she had stopped by to thank Rafe for talking to Johnny, and yes, for staying the night, Kate's eyes widen. Sammy brushes it off, playing coy about what may or may not have happened, but Kate is quick to remind her, Rafe has a fiancée. Or at least he had one. That's when Sammy drops the bombshell: "It didn't work out. Jada slept with Sean." Kate nearly chokes. "Sean Brady?" she repeats, shocked. Sammy chuckles. "What? That's not common knowledge?" she asks, as if the town of Salem wasn't already bursting at the seams with secrets. Kate begins to spiral, piecing together the chain of events. If Jada slept with Sean, and Rafe found out, that could have sent him over the edge emotionally. Combine that with the fact that EJ had always been a source of competition and resentment, and suddenly a chilling theory begins to form in Kate's mind. "Do you think Rafe shot EJ?" Kate asks, her voice low and unnervingly calm. Sammy is visibly stunned. Her expression hardens. "That doesn't make sense," she says. "Kristen is the prime suspect." Kate isn't convinced. While Kristen DiMera certainly has the motive, the means, and a long history of twisted behavior, Kate believes there's something deeper at play. She voices a mother's worst fear: that Johnny, in a fit of rage, might have shot his own father. Sammy vehemently denies the possibility, her protective instincts flaring up. Johnny may be impulsive, but he's not a murderer. But Kate isn't pointing fingers at Johnny. At least not entirely. Her suspicions lie squarely with Rafe. In Kate's view, the timing is too perfect. A bitter breakup, a sudden night with Sammy, and EJ conveniently ending up in a coma? To her, it smells like revenge. Not necessarily cold-blooded murder, but a crime of passion, born out of heartbreak and fury. Sammy tries to shake off the theory, but doubt lingers in her eyes. She knows better than anyone how dangerous love can be, how betrayal can twist people into someone they never thought they'd become. The idea that Rafe, someone she trusted, might be capable of something so dark, cuts her to the core. The conversation ends without resolution. The bar, once a place of quiet respite, now echoes with the weight of unspoken fears and rising suspicions. Sammy and Kate part ways, but neither leaves feeling better than when they arrived. In fact, both women are more unsettled than ever. As the mystery of who shot E.J. DiMera continues to unravel, this fiery exchange between Sammy and Kate might hold more clues than they realize. Is Rafe truly capable of attempted murder? Was Kristen just a red herring all along? Or is someone else entirely lurking in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike again? One thing is clear, the truth is hiding behind layers of lies, and in Salem, nothing stays buried forever. Keep watching because the storm is